Alright, so Space Girl Rockets, episode 2, session 2. We're actually going to go through the second comic. We had met several times. I think we had agreed on a script for the first 4 comics. And
I guess it's a bad time to tell you I'm very camera shy.
Larry's very camera shy today. Anyway, the cool thing about this is Larry actually went and did several of the pages himself, and I was able to come back and kind of fill in based on that. So I think we met and kind of found holes in the plot and holes in everything, and you had several things there. So that's kind of what we're going to go over today. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about the process. A few things have happened since session 1. We were able to put the video together and get it out there, which we're both really happy about. We'll walk back through the first comic. I think we'll do some more of those later on as we get the. We're going to make a little book about like us making the comic together and that whole story, and then we just want to keep going here. So luckily, Larry's very organized, and so he gave me several folders with everything in it, and I was able just to go pull episode 2. And so a little secret to Larry and I's process, most of our comics are based on a song. And so the second one, here you go, is the Cranberries song, Ode to My Family. And it kind of is, we've introduced the dynamic of what's going on between her and her boyfriend, and so now we're going to kind of give the reader a little breath and let them understand who she is better, and maybe get a feel for who she is as a character. And so that's really what this second comic is about, is start into who she is.
Black Cauldron.
Black Cauldron is a drink. I actually have an old-fashioned today, and so here we are. All right,
we're back at Villainous, by the way.
Back at Villainous. Very happy about that.
Mm-hmm. They didn't kick us out.
They didn't kick us out.
For last episode, so
pretty happy about that. Had the chili cheese products again today.
And some onion rings.
And some onion rings.
Thought you were going to get some fried banana.
Oh, maybe later. We could do that. So, all right. What do you see? What do you remember about this?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
But you're talking about, once again, where did we end last time? Do you want me to remember something? I'm telling you, that's our gimmick. You're just going to have to stop in the middle of, like right there. Right in the middle of a sentence.
That's the end of the session.
All right, we're done. Peace.
And we're out. So.
And then we'll just pop right back in real quick and be like,
do you want to flip to where she's flying towards,
or floating over her home island? All right, hold on.
We got a lot of
Don't
notes.
look at all this.
Look at all of our amazing bad handwriting. All right, so do you want to read your poetry to everybody?
I am moving so fast, reality ends at my fingertips. I didn't write that. What are you talking about?
I believe you did, sir. So we talked about that.
Who is this guy you're talking about?
I don't know. But we had we'd always talked about that she is capable of doing anything she wants to do, and so when if she wants to go do something, she can do that and be right back where she was. No one even knows she took a trip. And so one of the things here is, if you look at the top, it looks like things unraveling, and then it shows her flying, and it's I'm moving so fast, reality ends at my fingertips.
She's trucking well past light speed.
Right.
Because that's why she's invisible. Oh wait, you can see her.
Well,
it's a snapshot in time.
I don't think we ever
was that camera
came up with how she
Let's
does
talk about
stuff
that technology. Let's talk about that technology. The camera that caught her moving this fast.
Well, you know.
The Watchers.
Well,
The Watchers
it's
camera.
one of those
Oh wait,
really
that's a
good
reference to a different comic book.
new
Never mind.
GoPros. Those new GoPros are great.
Hell yeah. Could you imagine? She puts one on, drives the whole human race.
Yeah.
Puts it on a video on YouTube, everybody goes insane. Their eyes start bleeding. It's like that scene from Indiana Jones, you know. Sorry.
Oh no. So, what's on the second page? So she's flying to.
It's her in burlesque. No. That's just from that scene last time with the three perverts, and that was me. Those were all me.
That was all you. Okay.
Sorry, my bad. She's pointing.
So, oh yeah. So here she's hovering above her island, and that's kind of a cool thing. And she's starting to talk to you. Which I don't even know what it says there. I can't read it over here on the screen.
It says, "There I stop. Then time catches me. I'm home." And so she's pointing at something, which on the next page is actually the main title page. And she's pointing at her home, where it all started, where her story started.
Well, and that's kind of, so she's supposed to be hovering. I don't know if that's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, she's walking. She's become giant and she's walking on the land. It's like, what's his name in the Purple Crayon? Marvin and the Magic Purple Crayon. What's the name of that story? Come on, the Purple Crayon.
I don't know that. I had
Where he
no
draws
idea.
stuff with his purple crayons and all of a sudden it gets so big that he gets scared and he has to.
Yeah, I don't remember what happens though.
They put him in the middle ward.
They put it in the middle one.
You know, little kids drawing with purple crayon. Things gonna like. Never mind. I'm so off topic today.
Oh no,
I
you're
apologize.
fine. So go to the next slide. I meant to clean that up a little bit. Okay.
So, this is actually her on the hillside. I was born in this valley too long ago. As a child, I enjoyed life. Now this you can't. This is more easy and solid, whereas this is more not so much. But it's still, you know, she's running through the streets. Looks like she's chasing a little animal. Buildings, sidewalks. Now this next page is more in depth into her.
Yeah. So let me talk about that for 1 second here. So Larry is an independent soul. He may not be obvious to you on camera, but he is without a doubt hyper independent. Lives his own life, and so one of the things that we tried to figure out together as a creative team is how do I give him things without putting pressure on him to, you know, be here and do that, you know, any way that anyone says. And so like what we came up with is we had a script and you found pictures and started drawing them. And so this one, I'm extraordinarily happy about the cat laying on the wall, because there's so many things here that you went and did and brought into the picture. I didn't even touch this one. This one is 100%.
It's okay, but my favorite part is actually these small bushes up here in front, these stalks right here. I like those. And actually, there's another cat right there, sitting inside the wall. It's got spots. It's like Oreo cat.
Oreo cat?
Yeah. You know, it's like when you dip your Oreo in milk, and it's got the little chunks floating around in the top of your milk. See?
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you think, like, I guess the question would be, originally we had concept pages, so we had a folder, it's concept pages, and then it's super basic, and I can show those in a bit, but that concept page then Larry would take and fill out, and then I would give him the general placement of the people, and then he would come back and finish out the detail. That was the plan, at least. with this, what was nice is we had a script, and I felt like you were more drawing what should be in the comic versus what was scripted for a page. Like you're like, oh, I should see this house up close, I should see it from far away. And so this is the second drawing you did that really amazing.
It's just basically this is the part where her family is murdered and her home is burned, and she is bound and put on the back of a horse and taken away. And so this is her looking back on what has occurred and how her life has just changed inevitably forever. You know, or irrevocably, I guess would be a better word.
So here, this is one of the pages I did. That this is as far as I would have taken it. This is I would have painted this to Larry. He would have filled it in, and I would have came back with maybe a finishing pass. One of the big things that we didn't talk about in the last episode is we do not have someone who can do the colors for us. We are very good at the shapes and the shadows and everything, but we are not colorists. And we found out, sure enough, in the comic book world, there's somebody that does the colors. We don't have that person at the table right now, so we have to find that person. At the top there, you see some horses. Is there any dialogue? I don't know if you can read any of it.
It's just her. And like I said, a lot of this, you know, she really talks to herself a lot because, you know, they've been together such a long time, her and her mom.
Right.
So it just says, you know, they stole me. I can't read this part, but I think it says my father's killed, or and then they sold me as a slave, and I felt my life near its end. For centuries, I've wished that true. And so she's reminiscing about how it all started.
Well, and really, to point back, this is the moment where she could have died.
Yep.
And what you will find out later on is that is the unique moment of her life where she was aware that she could die.
Alright. This one is more of she's in the slave pens where they kept her for a time.
Yeah, so this one's pretty cool because this is 100% you again. This is the visualization you came up with on what she was going through and everything. And so it's interesting to look at it because you see there that you have multiple rooms, and then you zoom down to her room that she's in.
Crying, distraught, how her life has changed.
And then this is where we are missing. So we're missing a few pages here that we didn't build out, and I mean a few things here. So first of all, we may have them in the script. We certainly don't have drawings of any of them. But based on the pacing, we need at least one or two pages to explain how she went from the slave pit to being married to a very influential person. And that's really all you know on this page.
Right.
Can you make any heads or tails?
Oh yeah, it's My Beauty Saved Me, and she was renamed Helena. And this is her, of course, in her finery. You know, her chariot has taken her to her new abode, and she's dressed in finery, and she's entering into her house, her very nice house.
So this is another. So we have to have something missing here because it's moving too fast.
Yeah.
So the next one is really what it was. It was meant to be. That middle drawing was to show that she's enticing someone. That the whole problem is her beauty saved her, but then her beauty starts to quickly become a problem. And so we need, as writers, to portray that she is making a choice with her beauty, and we also can't hold back there. We got to find some ways that she's given a chance to have a good life, and she chooses not to. And so right now you wouldn't think that. Right now it's a little weak. The story needs to pop up a little bit. What else do you see on that page? I believe the bottom was just people coming
to a party, to the house for a celebration. I think he was coming back from some. Once again, you know, wasn't he coming back from somewhere? Maybe a campaign or.
Could be, yeah.
And she's serving him wine, and people are coming for a celebration.
I couldn't read that, so I don't know if you can.
It says, as I sat holding him, or as I sat holding my love, I prayed to God to stop the pain.
There we go. So, this will be...
This is where he's choking. She's choking the crap.
Well, this is where we have to be very careful here. This is the moment where she'll be judged. And so we want to make sure that you as the reader feel the same way. That you're like, heck yeah, she should be judged. And we haven't done a good job telling you that story. We have definitely sold you on her life as a child and how she lived somewhere beautiful, but we didn't really go into detail there even. And so this is, we need to do something here more. This panel maybe is just a single panel within a page, but she's definitely trying to say she's suffering when, as the reader, you're supposed to believe that she caused all of it.
Of her own will.
Right.
This is where she choked the girl. No, sorry.
Can you read that?
He said, I did not know pain, but I would. Keep their pain at death. Hold on, I'm going to have to break out my eyeballs. Given unlimited strength, only your heart can save you. See all the pain man can cause without true love. Not meaning that she would know their pain at her death, but at their death. She would feel each death. She'd be given unlimited strength, basically to carry that burden. But only her heart could save her, and see all the pain man can cause without true love.
So the context of this is, at this moment, she has caused a lot of turmoil. She's caused a lot of problems. People are dying.
Because of her.
Because of her. And she's sitting there talking about how much pain she feels. And so God will be stepping in and saying openly to her,
Smite.
You do not know what pain is, and you will carry this pain that all of these people that are fighting these wars have to know. And so the curse basically is she can have whatever she wants. She can have whatever strength she wants, but she will know the pain of those who pray to God when they're dying. And so, very vague drawings we have so far. Anything more you see on the pages there, Larry, from her?
Lots of blood and gore, but that's not for the... We better just hide that. We better just hide all that.
Better hide.
All right.
Okay, so this one, I don't know if we can read it all, but basically, we're going to start with... she's kind of going to suit up the first time. But... Right. But I believe I don't know what all it says there.
It said, He made me as powerful as my will. I would have to feed all the people who called to God. I can't read all that. Somebody's got some really bad handwriting. I thought this hell would never end. Little did I know. Something saved me. Dead people rose from the dead and kicked my ass. No.
Right.
Kicked me into gear.
So.
And I fed on their flesh. Oh wait, this is not the zombie episode.
This is not the zombie one.
Okay.
We're not doing
that's zombie.
And then, okay, what's the next one there?
It says, Let's see. Hell to you of earth and sea, for the devil brings his wrath. What? Wait, next one. Never mind. I can't read this, to tell you the truth. I'll read what I can. God decided that if I ever felt the pain of love, it would make things right again. It goes straight to the Star Wars.
It goes, well, so it goes into really the next few episodes, but I don't remember. That was just some artwork that you had in episode 2. And so I believe what episode 2 is supposed to be about at the end, or maybe it's episode 3, is he gets teleported out of their bedroom. And she goes and recovers him.
Right.
Except she obliterates an alien fleet while doing it.
Yeah. She just,
He has no idea. He just wakes up in the bed the next day. So,
feeling a little groggy.
so turn that one sideways.
Right. This one?
No, that's that one you had right. But this one here, you turn it sideways. I don't know if you can kind of see it there. She's basically just popping the side out of a spaceship. So,
grabs him. Takes off.
So, anyway, so that was the second episode, or second. It's not episode, but it's the second.
Comic.
Just the second, number 2.
Number 2 comic. Doo-doo comic. It's the shiznit.
It will. Our age is showing, because that was a cool thing to say when we were younger.
Alright.
Okay, so what else? So what's missing? What we need to do?
We need to hire some artists and some writers and some colorists and inkers and stuff.
We just need to get a whole team.
Yeah, we just need to go get a whole team who will work for dirt cheap. In their own homes for free, basically.
Be like, would you like to make
And
this
just
thing?
send us their work.
And then we could critique it, make them cry. You know, it'd be like, I always want to be a comic artist, and somehow we know what we're doing.
Right. As is. What do we need to do? Well, we need to fill in this script, fill in those pages that we have missing, so that. And what I found, one of the things I started doing, and I think, well, we started doing, was some of these are not actually supposed to be, let me just throw stuff everywhere, because that's how I like it. Some of these are actually labeled what panel they are and what page. There. This is bottom of page 2, second slide on page 3 at the top.
Isn't that crazy?
So the B2 is page 3 at the top. So, I mean, some of these, so, you know, all these go before that.
Let me see if I can.
So these are actual panels. These are not full pages. These are panels that will go on a page. Page 1, page 2.
See, I have comic 2, but it's that old format, and I can't get any of it to open.
That's because we have gone way past 2007. Way past.
This is true. So what we're joking about is...
Not that we were alive back then. We were just kids.
We were just kids
babies.
then, but we used Macromedia Flash, and it was wonderful because it would convert an image into the Flash format. You're fine.
Don't mind me.
Oh, you're good. Anyway, we used Macromedia Flash because we were using those Toshiba satellites that had a pen that worked, and you know, at the time it was pretty snazzy. They were like that thick, right? Like you couldn't hold it in your lap and get really warm, and the battery would die as soon as you did that. But
It would burn you.
We had a dream that we would just sit and draw all day, and so
That's still the dream. Gosh, I'd love to. If I could just sit and draw all day.
Fingers crossed, people. Fingers crossed.
Of course, pretty soon I'll be sitting and drawing with crayons and drilling on myself.
You think so? You're thinking about next week or something?
Possibly.
Possibly. It's very possible. That's a set of jokes for another day. We got a whole set of jokes around that stuff. But what we can do is try to figure out the pages again and see if it makes enough sense. Because I think we do need to add. You need to not like her.
Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be a very sudden, like, because you're like, oh God, look, she's getting kidnapped, she's putting this flavor. Oh, it's horrible. But then, she starts using her beauty to get all the things she wants, and to twist people to, give them the good socceroo by, getting them in trouble or getting them, making them want her all the time and then like denying them. I mean, it's all very.
Well, we could do the
revenge
cop-out thing.
esque.
We could do the cop-out thing, right? We could just be like, from her perspective, nothing happened.
Right. It was all warranted.
Right. Yeah, we could just do it real quick. I was just walking through the park. I don't know what happened.
Right.
So.
Exactly. But God knows.
And, that's the whole thing. God knows. The other thing is we gotta bring the bee into the story. It's like whispering all the answers to everything to her. Or maybe watching out over. I don't know if we've ever just really figured out how that character fits in. Kind of.
It's like Boobo the owl.
I'm listening.
You know what I'm talking about?
I had no clue.
What? Flash of the Titans? Boobo what? The original one?
No, that's it.
Not even the second one?
Claymation. No.
Oh gosh, Harryhausen was the man. Sinbad, Golden Voyage of Sinbad. Come on, good stuff. What was the one? It was, and actually it references this movie. The Odyssey, the Iliad and the Odyssey. I believe it was back in the late '70s where Harryhausen did the giant,
Okay.
the Cyclops.
Right.
Very good stuff.
We'll have to cover that in another episode.
Sorry. Movie trivia.
Movie trivia. Larry knows that.
What? My brother used to say, Trivia Pursuit is my life.
Wow. Anyway, that is our second comic. We'll try to give an update to you next week. Maybe we'll get some more art out here. Maybe try to do we're thinking about shifting to we kind of had some technical difficulties today. Hopefully we have good mics for both of us. But Larry and I hopefully can spend a little time drawing on camera and then add that in as we're doing what we're doing. So that'd be pretty cool. But again, thanks for joining.
Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. Send us money. We're poor.
There's that.
Starving artists.
Hey, thanks for watching.